So this is going to be a very quick King's Bishop Gambit example about opening the F file and what happens, and keeping D5 in mind. And what we're going to notice here is we're going to do some engine analysis and show that even the simplest methods for black work. They give black a sound advantage in this opening if they just play smartly, and yet they're always one move away from a disaster. And that's what this particular video is about. It's going to be really quick. As you see, Stockfish says, well, it didn't want me to move this. This engine is not Stockfish, but his simplest responses leave him at least half a pawn up. So he checks, which is still over half a pawn up. Now he plays a quasi-Fisher defense. I chase his queen. Likes retreating to f6. Now if you'll notice, he's still half a pawn up. And he's still almost 3/4 of a pawn up if he simply plays bishop d6 here, which he moves c6 instead. Not quite as strong, but he's still up. Black is still up. Even all this development for white and a single queen developed for black has an advantage for black. Okay, so now he pins. This is the beginning of equality. Maybe white gets a slight edge here because we chase the queen. Now where does he put the queen? He should put it on f5 or g6. We'll see where he goes. He doesn't put it on either, right? He takes the bishop, or he takes the knight off with the bishop. Okay, so this is the beginning of a problem. Obviously, if he takes the knight off with the bishop, the f pawn, his f4 pawn, is attacked twice. So that's going to be lost. He thinks maybe he wants to just win it, which is like the most poisonous pawn you've ever seen. Okay, now all of a sudden he's down close to 2, 1 3/4. In other words, he's lost. Now he absolutely cannot take that pawn. If he moves queen to f5, queen to g6, he's still down, possibly lost. He takes the pawn, and now as you can tell, he's down 5 and the game's over. So this was just an example of a player who thought that he was stronger than he was. These moves all play themselves at this point. And as you see, he's completely lost. There's a disaster if he moves to f5. He gets the d6 check. And this was just an example of how far down a person can go in about 2 moves against this gambit. So that's the example that we wanted to show in this video.